Greetings and salutations to you all, ladies and gents. Welcome back once again to Hardcore Veteran Adventures, or Veteran Hardcore Adventures, with your good buddy Kluger. It's been a little while. It's been a little bit of time in between vids, I suppose. That is because I hadn't really made much progress with this character since we spoke last. But I got a good session in during a stream not too long ago, and we're looking in decent shape. So, yeah, I thought it was time. Whoops, that was a useless cast. I thought it was about time we get into another video. Because I've reached level 31, which is significant progress since Mark 1 or version 1 of this build, which, as we know, didn't go particularly well. So yeah, level 31, which equates to me getting through Darius Cronley's hideout. I totally forgot his name there for a sec. And doing some of this Brogan Hills area and doing the Arcovian Undercity and all that sort of jazz. All in relative ease. This version of the build has been a little more survivable, that's for sure, than the previous build. Whoa, okay, we got a hero here. In no small part because I've gone and selected Soldier, of course, as the secondary mastery. So we're doing a proper Witchblade once again, unlike last time. You should die now. Very good. So yes, we've cruised through to this point fairly comfortably. Finally, I found an unholy inscription. Okay. Good. So this is probably as good a time as any to have a quick pause and have a look. So yes, level 31. As you can see, our damage per second isn't huge on paper, 283. But our two main damage sources are most definitely Sigil of Consumption and Doombolt, and also the little bit we're doing in Cadence is probably not being accounted for either, pardon me. Not really much gear worth noting. Obviously, I'm trying to focus on Chaos and percentage Chaos damage, as well as percentage Vitality damage. So this Iron Longsword of the Void is doing okay for now. Certainly isn't fantastic, but in 4 levels I've got a really good Chaos weapon I can buy from Devil's Crossing as part of their what's he called? The faction guy. Quartermaster. So yeah, not much else worth noting. Focusing on, like I said, Chaos and Vitality damage. Boosting Spirit as well, of course. So for example, Miasma Robes. This is definitely not endgame or be-all end-all gear for this character, but plus 34 Spirit and plus 11% Vitality damage was not something to pass up, at least for the time being. What else have we got worth mentioning? As well, of course, some focus on defensive ability and physique, just to help us not be smushy. So Oldenar's Stabilizer, for example, was a decent belt to go with. What else? And yeah, I guess the shoulder guards there have physique, but that's just a general focus as we go through. Skills-wise, I did decide it was in my best interest to start climbing the soldier tree as soon as I could, seeing as we're playing hardcore, and I wanted to make myself as little squishy as possible, as less squishy as possible, the least amount of squishy possible, essentially. I'll go over to the Occultist tree because I reached this line, the Doombolt line, and I'm pretty happy with it there for now. I'm unsure whether I'll go all the way to Possession or not, but we'll feel that out as we get closer towards the end of this build. So far I've got 10 points in Destruction. I'm aiming to get that max to 12, and I'll probably also max Second Right. And maybe here I'll get this to Slayer's Witchfire, maybe to 6 points, and the same with Sigil of Consumption, 6 points. My main interests are the secondary skills of each of those skill lines, I guess. Only 1 point in Consecrated Blade so far, but it's probably worth my time putting the last couple points in there, actually, just thinking about it. 8 points in Doombolt with the goal of maxing it. So I'm slowly just trickling up, maxing these skills. They're already doing more than enough damage for the time being, because I am spending 2 points of every level into the soldier tree itself, with the aim of reaching at least field command, and I haven't planned beyond that. As you can see, I've dropped just a few points in here, sort of just to get a feel for how soldiers tying into the whole thing. Just 1 point in Cadence and 1 point in Discord, just to get a vibe for how that works, and it's not bad so far. Might put all 3 points in Discord that are available and see how much damage it does. I've only got 1 point in military conditioning, but the Aldenar's stabilizer belt's giving me 2 extra points there, which is a nice little boost, giving us a decent amount of health for where we're at, as well as 1 point in mania as well, just as a safety net, just in case. I haven't got any points in blitz yet, but I am strongly considering 1 point in blitz, purely just to get around, because its movement speed, of course, will let me dash in and out of battle pretty effectively. So that's where we're at so far. It's evolved quite a way since we spoke last. I'll just zoom back out. But as you could see from the few fights we've had, as you can see, like my plain stock melee hits aren't doing a whole lot. But, whoops, I didn't mean to cast that actually. But Sigil of Consumption, as you can see, it's doing about 550 DP damage per tick, which is not anything to sneer at. And getting towards 700 when it crits. And if we can find someone to Doombolt, I mean, it's just a nuke. It's ridiculous. Here we go. So 3k, it hit someone for 2.5k non-crit on another enemy, which is far from shabby. Far from shabby. Definitely not mad. So that's all good. Yeah, the build's cruising along really well. I think I really covered off the future plans too. So yeah, I'm going to keep gunning up Soldier Mastery until I get to at least Field Command, and that's probably when I'll come back to you guys, or maybe a bit sooner. I'm not sure. If you have any feedback about when you'd like the next milestone you'd like to see, maybe even if it's only like level 35 or even less, let me know, and I will try to oblige. Okay, so here's probably a good place to end the video. Let's fight a couple hero monsters together, so you get a little bit of action. I'm gonna have to drink a health potion actually. And here's, I guess, there's a little bit of a demonstration of the playstyle too. So it's pretty much drop Sigil, run around to try keep dudes in Sigil as much as possible. Smack them a little bit if I see fit and not die. Wow, that was really quite close. And then Doombolt as soon as it's available. At least if the enemy's worthy of a Doombolt. Sometimes if I'm amongst just a bunch of trash mobs, I won't bother with the Doombolt and just save it for anyone. Oh man, I missed that guy. And save it for more dangerous heroes, such as more dangerous. My god, I've just lost all my talkings. More dangerous enemies, such as heroes. Wow. Okay. So there you go. That's how that's going. And it's going really well. We're chewing through. I'm just going to quickly loot this junk. Awesome. So that's it, I would say. Yes, I will come back to you when further progress is worthy of mention. So for the time being, my name is Kluger. Please remember to like or comment below, and I'll see you soon. Have a great day.